You do know paying in cash is illegal, right? Just one call. You wouldn't. Watch me.
What I am getting as a viewer is it's okay to threaten your boss and then extort them.
Bucks, here you go. Sweet, thanks. Did you see what just happened?
That's right, he just taught you how to do a quick change scam.
Do you work tomorrow? Cause I think I'm gonna try one more time. And if it doesn't work, I'll bring it back.
Again, this is, in my opinion, a form of promoting return fraud. So there is a TikTok creator that has been popping up more and more frequently on my For You page. And when I first started seeing his money hack TikToks, I was honestly intrigued. I wanted to see what other money hacks he had to offer, but in doing so, I started noticing something. The more I started realizing that some of these so-called money hacks were, in my opinion, not just a little reckless, but also borderline scammy. Some of them just feel like straight up misinformation, and others walk this very, very fine gray line in between legal gray area and potential fraud, especially when you are telling people to return used food, scam Amazon refunds, and game hotel policies. Now, I'm obviously not saying that this man is committing any crimes. I don't know his real intent. I can only make my own assumptions. But what I can say is that I personally find a lot of what he is promoting to be misleading, irresponsible, and damaging to the businesses and platforms being targeted. So today I'm gonna break down some of the most viral TikTok hacks that he's posted on his page and explain why, in my opinion, they're not clever, they're not harmless, and they're definitely not something that you should try. So this TikTok creator is Fares, and he has, at the time I'm filming this, 2.8 million followers on TikTok. That's a lot of followers and a lot of people that are consuming his content that may or may not realize this gray area that some of these hacks fall into. Let's start with the one that's getting the most attention. And the reason why this one came up on my radar was because there was an entire article talking about how this guy Fares was allegedly promoting how to scam Amazon. This guy was basically telling people how they can order something on Amazon, then lie about the package not arriving in an effort to get their refund and keep the product. He even walks you through it like it's a tutorial.
Hey, Amazon, I was supposed to get something delivered today, but it's saying it got delayed. Yeah, it's the holiday season, it's gonna be a lot of delays. Yeah, and that's why I paid for a Prime subscription, so I get stuff within 2 days, not a week. And you're not the only one, so just be patient. Watch me get a refund and keep the product. What are you doing? I'm messaging your chat support. Okay, why are you doing that? 'Cause I know your chat support is way more lenient when it comes to helping customers. Once you get a notification your package is delayed, open up a live chat and let them know your package got delayed. They'll initially tell you this is normal and to wait till it arrives. But tell them you won't need it by then and to refund the account now. And they should initiate the refund. And 99% of the time when the product arrives, they won't even ask you to send it back. There's gonna be a lot of package delays, so take advantage of Amazon's customer service because you're paying for it.
Yeah. You heard him, right? Take advantage is exactly what he said. So now in this video, he does tell people if your package is delayed, he doesn't say only delayed, but he says, if your package is delayed, open up the chat, do this, and then get your refund. And then, hey, guess what? 99% of the time, they won't even ask you to return the package, but you'll still get your refund. Do you really think that telling people this little hack means that they're going to use it in an honest way? No. People are just going to be praying that packages get delayed so that they can run this hack. Strategically claiming that a package wasn't delivered in an effort to get a refund and then still expecting to keep the package is a form of digital shoplifting. It's theft. And let's be real, it doesn't hurt Amazon. It hurts the third-party sellers. Those are sellers that are just average business people like you or me who are selling a product on Amazon's platform that are forced to then eat the cost, because here's the thing. When sellers sell on Amazon, they have to abide by all of Amazon's rules. And if Amazon decides to give that person a refund and not expect them to ship the item back, the only person taking a loss is the small business that's behind Amazon. And the worst part is that videos like this are being shared like it's some genius life hack, when it's really just teaching people how to do petty theft.
Hey, Aldi, I'd like to buy this bread, please. Sure thing. It's gonna be $3. Sorry, I don't think you looked at the expiration date. Oh, shoot. Yeah, it expires in a couple days. Let me grab you another. No, I want that one, but for 50% off. Oh, you're talking about our 5-day expiration policy, where if something expires within 5 days, you get the item for a discount. 50% off it is. And by the way, how'd you know we even did this? Oh, I just follow Forrest. He shares all the money secrets. Hey, Aldi.
So this one I find to be just good old-fashioned misinformation. Yes, Aldi does have a 5-day expiration date policy. However, it does not state that just because something is within 5 days of expiration that you automatically get the item for 50% off. It's a courtesy, it's not a right. The very first comment on this post is, "Hi, Aldi employee here. We don't have to do that. And if you ask, we won't." This next person says, "You're lying. I've been shopping at Aldi for 30 years. Doesn't work with bread, champ." Aldi employee here. Yeah, this isn't true, especially not for bread. Yeah, so that hack is a bust. Certain items within 5 days, Aldi can mark down 50%. That's kind of what you can expect if you ever see an Aldi product that has one of those red 50% off stickers. If you see one of those red 50% off stickers, you could just automatically assume that the product is going to expire within 5 days. But it's a courtesy, it's not a right. Aldi does not have to do it. And from what it sounds like from a few Aldi employees in the comment section, if you even ask them to do it, they won't. Now, this next one is a bank hack that really gets under my skin, because anybody who takes this advice could put themselves in a very, very bad financial bind.
Is this all for you today? Yep, that should be it. Cool. It's gonna be $4.69. Wait. Did you say $4? And 69 cents. Stop. I only have $2 in my account. It already went through. Huh? How is that even possible? Looks like you use your debit card. So in this case, your bank will cover whatever you owe, so the transaction still goes through. Oh, well, that's nice of them. For a $30 overdraft fee, that is. What? Take this back. I don't want it anymore. Relax. If you just call your bank nicely, they'll typically waive it for you. Just remember, debit cards go through even if the charge is more than what you have in your account, but credit cards are what get declined. Noted.
No, don't. That's right. This guy just told anybody with a debit card, hey, it's okay to overdraft your account. All you have to do is call the bank and they'll reverse that $30 overdraft fee. No, they won't. This is actually something that put my own son in a very, very bad situation. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was a very young adult, I got myself into situations where the overdraft fees wiped me out too. That's why I became so diligent about balancing a checkbook and keeping a buffer in there, because it was such a horrible experience. I never wanted it to happen again. So the fact that this guy is telling people it's all right to overdraft your account, debit cards will go ahead and go through, it's only credit cards that get declined. Debit cards will go through. It's fine. If you get a $30 overdraft fee, you just got to call your bank and ask them to take it off, and they will. Not only that, but he got some other information wrong as well. Just because you have a debit card does not mean that you automatically have overdraft protection. A lot of the times you have to enroll in that depending on your bank. Debit cards can absolutely be declined. just like credit cards.
You know why I pulled you over today? Because you had nothing better to do? You were going 20 above. That is a $200 ticket. You can either pay online or show up to court. Whatever. But just so you know, I'm gonna be requesting a jury trial. Come again? You want a jury trial for a speeding ticket? Yep, it's my 6th Amendment right. Oh, I know what you're doing. You know it costs the court more to put together a jury trial than it does to just waive your ticket. So most judges sometimes will just waive your ticket as a whole to save the whole hassle. I cannot confirm nor deny.
This one's wild. He actually claims that you can get out of a speeding ticket by demanding a jury trial. And he talks about it like it's a guaranteed loophole. In reality, you're just escalating the legal process and wasting court resources. Most people won't even qualify for that, and it's not going to magically erase your ticket.
Hotels do not want you to know this secret. Hello, hotel. I'd like to cancel my reservation. Of course, but we're gonna have to charge you a $300 cancellation fee since it's less than 24 hours before your booking. What? I'm not paying $300. Yeah, sorry, that's hotel policy. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, then can I change my arrival date to next week instead? Oh, yeah, of course. I could do that. I'll change it right now. Hello, hotel. I'd like to cancel my reservation for next week. Wait. Didn't you just call like an hour ago? I'd like to cancel my reservation and get a full refund with no fees. Wow, that's actually pretty smart.
Technically, that's not how that policy works. You can try it, but you're probably gonna get flagged. Comment section, this is not true. The 24-hour policy applies to changes as well. That does not work. I have worked for many hotels, and we tell the guests that they have to move the date, but if canceled, they will have the fee. I mean, think about it. It's that whole idea of, do you really think that the person that is answering the phone is stupid? That you're just gonna call and be like, I wanna cancel, and then they're gonna say, oh, well, then we have to charge you a fee. And then they're gonna say, oh, well, then can you just move it to next week? They know what you're trying to do. They weren't born yesterday. You could try it, it's not gonna work. Just eat the fee if you have to cancel.
Hey, if I give you this $25 gift card, could you give me 20 bucks for it? What? Why would you do that? You're losing $5. Yeah, I know, but I got this as a gift and I'd rather have the money in my bank account. Well, why don't you just add the gift card to your Venmo account and then transfer the money back to your bank account? You can do that? I mean, people say it works here and there, but you can also just add the gift card to your account, but then send the money to a friend's Venmo and then have them withdraw it to your bank account. Huh. Okay, can I send it to you then? Yeah, of course. For $5 though. Boy.
Then there's this one. Use Venmo to send a gift card to your friend, then have them send it back. Then boom, you have money that's no longer on a gift card. That might work. It also might trigger Venmo's fraud detection. And it could result in you getting your account frozen because it's not really a hack. It just could be seen as suspicious activity. Could it work sometimes? Absolutely, but I wouldn't take that chance.
Hey landlord, just wanted to let you know I'll be moving out at the end of the month. Sounds good, just don't forget the rent payment. Yeah, about that. See, I was wondering if I could get this month free cause it's my last month and all. Yeah, not happening. Man, okay. Wait, what if you just use my security deposit as this month's rent payment? What do you mean? Well, you're gonna give me back my security deposit when I leave anyway, right? So why not just use it as this month's rent payment? I mean, I guess I can do that, but what if there's damages to the place? Just tell me whatever I owe and I'll send you the money. Yeah, I mean, sure, I don't see why not.
Aside from the fact that no landlord would actually do this, I do think it's comical that he thinks that telling your landlord, I don't want to pay you my last month's rent, but if I owe anything to you when I leave, just send me the bill and I'll pay it. Yeah, because the landlord's actually going to believe that you're going to pay that bill. I personally think it is just asinine to suggest that your landlord would be okay with you using your security deposit for your last month's rent. Newsflash. It's not up to you. You can make that suggestion or ask it as a question. The landlord will likely just laugh in your face. And if you try to force it, you'll likely lose your deposit and might even get sued. Property manager for the last 30 years. This defeats the entire reason of a security deposit. it's not permitted. Exactly. If landlords were just going to willy-nilly let you use security deposits to pay for a month's rent, if you didn't have the money to pay your rent, what would the point be of a security deposit? It's to protect the integrity of the property in the event that you leave it damaged upon move out. Literally, what's the point of a security deposit then? Yeah, because people are so honest. Right? Now, coming from the reseller world and selling on eBay, this next one gets really, really deep under my skin too.
Dude, I just ordered these fake AirPods on eBay and they sent me real ones instead. You wanted to order fake AirPods? Yeah, and for some reason I got real ones, and I've been trying to reach out to the seller, but they just ghosted me. Well, did you by chance use a credit card to pay for it? Yeah, of course. Ever since I started following Forrest, that's all I use. Perfect. Well, in that case, you can do something called a chargeback. Chargeback? Yeah, just call your credit card company and let them know you received the wrong item and the seller ghosted you, and they should give you a refund. Really? And I can keep the product too? Yeah, but don't get any idea.
So one of the things that I find the most aggravating about this guy is that he gives these money hacks, and how he teaches them, in my opinion, is to do it in a way that's not abusing it. But then seeing that last little bit there at the end where he's got the armfuls of stuff, it is clear that he knows people are going to abuse it. Now, getting back to the hack itself, congratulations, you just qualified for buyer abuse. And if you do it too often, you risk getting banned from eBay and blacklisted by payment processors. Not to mention the fact that you are again screwing over third-party sellers, because it's not eBay that is going to take a loss over this. It's the seller that you bought the item from. And that cute little part at the very end where he shows himself with an armful of merchandise, that's all technically digital shoplifting, and you just stole from a bunch of small businesses on a big corporate platform.
Do not shop on Amazon until you know the secret. Hello Amazon, I'd like to buy this projector, but was wondering if you had any discount codes I could use? Discount codes? Yeah, we don't give that out. Psst, here, use this code. No way, it just took off 78%. Where'd you get that code? Shh, don't tell Amazon, but there's this website that has a whole bunch of
And he also promotes what's, in my opinion, really scammy coupon code sites where he claims that you can hack prices on websites like Amazon. These kind of sites are absolutely riddled with expired coupon codes, malware, or just straight up fake offers. At best, you waste your time. At worst, you give your data to some guy in Russia. But he is allegedly paid to promote these sites. And he wraps it up in a nice little bow like it's a money hack.
This is how criminals steal every day without getting caught. Hello, store. Can I get a $10 bill for these 10 singles? Yeah, sure. Here you go. Sweet, thanks. And can you just make sure it's all there? I don't want to be stealing from you guys now. Sure. Oh, wait a minute. This is only $9. I knew it. Here, let me get you another single. You know what? I actually need a $20 bill instead, so can you just take this so you'll have 10 there, and with this other 10, you'll have 20, so you just give me $20 back? Yeah, 20 bucks. Here you go. Sweet, thanks. Did you see what just happened?
That's right, he just taught you how to do a quick change scam. So this is actually an old school grift that usually moves a lot faster than this, so you don't exactly realize what's happening until it's too late. It's specifically to confuse the cashier into giving you more money back than you originally started with. It's not a hack, it's theft. It will get you arrested. And in this video, it looks like he's just showing you what to watch out for. But in my opinion, all he did was teach you how to do it.
Hey, Trader Joe's, can I return these, please? Sure. Hold on. It looks like you already opened these. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't notice. The kids must have opened. I'm just messing with you. We'll still take it back. Don't worry. Really? It's our policy. We want you to try new stuff. And if you don't like it, you can just return it for a full refund, even if you already ate some of it. Wow. But it's probably a bad time to mention I don't have the receipt either. Oh, yeah, don't worry about that. We'll still take it back. Seriously? See, this is why I love shopping here. Thank you.
So, is this in Trader Joe's policy? Yes. Will people abuse that Trader Joe's policy to just basically buy food, eat most of it, and then return it for a full refund? yeah, they probably will abuse it. So thanks, Faraz, for, teaching people how to abuse a policy. That's just great.
Hello, store. I'd like to return this, please. Okay, go ahead and insert your card. Okay. Is he not gonna check inside the box? It's not my company. Excuse me? You're wondering why I'm not checking inside the box. It's not my money. Actually, I'd be stupid if I did check inside the box. And why is that? Because loss prevention is not part of my job description. Do you work tomorrow? Because I think I'm gonna try one more time. And if it doesn't work, I'll bring it back.
Again, this is, in my opinion, a form of promoting return fraud. So in this video, he is saying it's a POV returning stuff nowadays. Like, this is how people return stuff. But remember, his entire TikTok page is centered around so-called money hacks, right? So from my opinion, watching this as someone who is wanting to learn how to hack systems and save money and maybe even get free money, I see this as promoting return fraud because he clearly shows himself returning an item to a big box store, realizing that they're not going to be looking inside the box. And so he says, oh, I'm just gonna take this home then and come back and try again. And I suspect that when this fictional character of his decides to return with the box, that the box might have either something else inside or nothing at all. And yeah, doing either one of those two things is return fraud.
Hi, excuse me, I'd like to return this, please. Of course, looks like you'll be getting $16 back. Wait a minute, I only paid $14. Why am I getting $16 back? Let me see. Yeah, looks like you bought this at our other store in the next town over. So? Well, that store falls in a different county and has lower sales taxes than what we do. And since you're returning the item here, we have to give you a refund with our tax rate. And since our tax rate is higher, that's why you got more money back. Really? That's a thing? It's been like this forever. I never knew that.
Isn't that a form of tax fraud? Good business idea. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like he does a lot of these videos under the guise of being helpful or teaching things to watch out for. But this one to me is clearly a so-called money hack where you can get back more money than you paid just by simply returning an item to a different county with a higher tax bracket. This person says, isn't this tax fraud and illegal? And Faraz himself replied and said, not if you actually didn't know and are only doing it once. So now we can't do it. Thanks. Yeah, obviously. Says if you didn't know, it's not tax fraud. But now everybody knows. And anybody who does it knowing this is committing tax fraud. Thanks, Faraz.
20, 40, 60, and 80. That should be all of it. Sweet. Thanks, boss. Did you need something? Yeah, I was wondering if going forward you could stop paying me in cash. We already talked about this. If I stop paying you in cash, then we both have to start paying taxes, and that's a big no-no. I know, it's just, I can't do anything. I can't buy a car, I can't find a place, because everyone requires proof of income, and with cash, I can't get that. I can't even qualify for basic social security or retirement benefits. Yeah, well, that sounds like a you problem. You do know paying in cash is illegal, right? Just one call. You wouldn't. Watch me. 20, 40, 60, and 80. That should be all of it.
So in that video, what I am getting as a viewer is it's okay to threaten your boss and then extort them. In reality, cash payments are legal as long as taxes are properly withheld. So unless that you can prove that there is some sort of a wage theft or tax evasion, it's just straight up nonsense that could blow up right in your face. If you are receiving cash payments from your employer, chances are you are just a contractor and you are required to pay your own taxes out of the cash that you receive. And your employer, who is paying you cash, should be sending you a 1099 when it comes tax season so that you know how much you actually received the prior year so that you can pay your taxes accurately. Bottom line, receiving payment in cash is not illegal, and no, You shouldn't use that as an empty threat in an effort to extort them. And I know that you're saying, where is the extortion? Where is the extortion coming into play here? Let me show you.
You do know paying in cash is illegal, right?
There's the threat, and then he holds up his phone. This is what we are watching. This is what I am getting from this is what I am getting from the video that he posted. He gives you a threat, and then he holds up his phone.
Just one call.
Just one call. You wouldn't.
You wouldn't. Watch me. 20, 40.
And then money. Now, it is just the video looping, so it did go back to the beginning of the video, and it's not necessarily saying that your boss will pay you off to keep you from reporting him. He's not saying that, but the fact that this video is looped in such a way, that is what I am personally seeing. That is the perception that I am getting as the viewer, that it's okay to threaten your boss and extort your boss. When in all actuality, if your boss is paying you in cash, it is nothing illegal as long as proper taxes are being withheld. In my opinion, these aren't hacks. They're scams dressed up as life advice. And the only thing that could be getting finessed is you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like and appreciate these kind of videos, make sure to hit the thumbs up before you leave. While you're down there, also check to make sure that you are subscribed and ring that notification bell. That way you're notified whenever I post my next video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.